Good evening, my darlings. Good morning, good afternoon if you're watching later. I wasn't planning to go live tonight on Sunday, but it is so peaceful. There is no teenagers, and which is wonderful. Tomorrow is school starting, so gonna be less wandering kids. Um, Let me know when you join in if the connection is decent. And if not, then we'll talk about this again. But I hope that it won't be um, too spotty tonight. So, why do men love bomb us? Why do men love bomb us ladies? Why it happens so often? And why so many women do not see the difference with love bombing and true connection, true love? It seemed to be a very popular thing, maybe because of social media. A lot of women want to get validation for the attention they get, for the gift, for the gifts they get, and so on and so forth. And that is why I believe love bombing, it's almost like a trend, who has a bigger bouquet, who went to more fancier place, who got more stuff. But love bombing itself, I think that many men who do that have multiple reasons for why they are doing this, why they are love bombing. One of them is a sense of insecurity, and that unless you put all of your effort, try to impress a woman, even though you don't necessarily know her, you don't feel her, you just feel like that is your only and one chance, and you try to impress a woman this way. um, very very many men who are kind of insecure in their ability. Hello, welcome. Some of the men that feel insecure in their ability to make a real connection, to create something beautiful, steady and slowly, not to scare the woman, really get to know her. A lot of men often feel rushed, and they feel like, oh, maybe I won't have this chance again, I can't screw it up, and they actually screw it up by trying to force connection. I don't know how to. Sometimes when I have consultations with men, it's very difficult for me to often explain to men that you can't force trust. Hello everybody, welcome, so wonderful to have you. So trust is something that happens over time, you go to certain place, you go to certain store, you go to certain business, and you see same people every day, and maybe they give you good service, maybe they're very nice to you. Eventually you build trust. You can We tend to feel trust. It's a very comfortable thing, it's such a precious thing, but it cannot be speed up. Sometimes there is music that is trending online, and they have sped up version. If you have Instagram or any other accounts, sometimes they promote. You cannot speed up trust. It's something that take its own time, and it goes through different seasons of life. I think that you don't really know a person before you went through different seasons, like literal seasons, like summer, fall, winter. You don't really know. A lot of people wear masks, a lot of people have certain character flaws, And instead of trying to work on those things, some people trying to impress a woman. Some men try to impress a woman so much, so she completely ignores she doesn't even know her personality, his personality. She doesn't even know his character, because she thinks, oh, you know, he's so intense, he's going so hard. But most of the time, the things that start very intense, with a lot of passion, with a lot of attraction, like everything is on fire, usually how fast they end. Man who is really in love with a woman and he's curious about her, he cares and he is very gentle. He wants to get to know her. If he's interested in more than her body and her appearance, he wants to take time. He actually wants to indulge the moment. You know, I made this example. Welcome everyone. I made this example before when you know, let's say you like candy, you like chocolate candies, and you get the whole box of candy. Usually you will take each candy and you will taste it and you will enjoy, indulge, you know, try to really feel the aroma. And you probably would never open the box with candy, or if you get this new ice cream flavor, you probably won't be stuffing your face and hoping, okay, you know what, I can't wait till this ice cream experience will go to the end. Or you're not whole bunch of chocolate candy, try to go through them all unless you have some problems, right? Because you want to, especially if they have a different feelings, you want to try each candy. And it's like, it's a process. It's a process of getting to know. So for the men who are listening to me, I'm gonna read your comments, right, in just 2 minutes. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. For the men who are listening to me, you can be very consistent. That's not love bombing. If you're consistent, if you follow up your promises, if you're being a gentleman, if you're being attentive, if you take time to observe a woman, if you take time to fall in love with her, this is just a normal getting to know process. But not so much when you are obsessed and you do not let her breathe. When you're so obsessed that she cannot catch a breath, that's a little bit different. It feels, as a woman, you feel it right here in your chest. You feel this anxiety kind of thing. You feel it right there. When a man, he's like chasing you like a dog and he's trying to impress you. The problem with trying to impress a woman too hard, you probably won't be able to keep it up. So she inevitably will be disappointed, because you most likely, you know, if you send her thousands of roses and you doing the most, is it your natural self? Will you be able to keep this up? And of course, there is another reason that is much worse than those that I just mentioned. But we're gonna talk about them, the very negative reasons, when men are trying, they know who they are and they're trying to keep cover up their character flaws. But let me read your wonderful comments. Oh man, I have some great comments. Thank you guys for joining me. You know what, I need to switch off my camera for just a moment, so you can keep writing comments meanwhile. Alinочка, привет. Please write the comments, because I need to put my stand. I don't want to give you a headache. I don't want to give you a headache, my dear friends. So hopefully today is gonna be a lot quieter night as well. Oh, why is not folding? Okay, it's folding. Perfect. Welcome, welcome. I really want to read more comments today than I usually do, so I'm gonna do this right now. I just don't wanna have to have your head spin. Okay, oh, how nice. It's holding. Okay, let's see. Um, I'm gonna read from the bottom up. Thank you. Damn, you're so beautiful. Wow, thank you. I take it as a compliment. Thank you. Tashar says, I have done a huge blunder. I slept with one of my good friends, girl. Now what should I do? Good question. Good question. You're probably going to lose both your uh, you're probably going to lose your friend, most likely, but I don't know. Okay. Привет, привет. Easy, Alinочка is saying, easy come, easy goes. I distrust and dislike men that talk too much, especially in the beginning. Yes. My beautiful, actually handsome and interesting and serious man try to make it about the woman. It's kind of cute for a woman to be flirtatious. Oh my gosh. It's cute for a woman to be flirtatious, to be chatty. It's a very feminine trait. But if you're a man and you want her to see your strengths, to see your character, it's so much better if you speak with power, but you make statements and you leave you a lot of space to express yourself. But you observe, and then you can build natural connection. I completely agree with Alina that easy come, easy goes. The more intense it is in the beginning, the more chemistry, even I would say, the fast is going to be done and over with. It's just the nature of physics, nature of just laws of nature. But men, if you struggle a little bit with confidence, you worry about how do I look, what's she gonna think, don't think about this. Just make sure that you having a good time. You know, the eye contact, the occasional joke, just being in the moment, not worrying about how you look or what she will think about you, because this is something that genuinely you can't really control. You cannot control that, so you might as well enjoy. So the worst thing happens, you're going to have a great date. I am not comfortable also with men who are very overpowering. It's just it just tells insecurity, especially for a man. If you're a guy watching this, remember the one of the laws of 48 laws of power of Robert Greene. Always say less than necessary. For a man, it's extremely attractive trait. And you sound that you have confidence. Try not to use a lot of filler words like ooh, ah, but yeah, no. So try to, you don't have to feel silence with too many words. Don't feel silence at all. Just enjoy what you see. Some of the most beautiful relationships in this life, when you have most amazing time, even if you're silent, and silence is never awkward. It's very pleasant. And you both feel comfortable. I love your town. It looks like a Christmas a whole year round. Yes, it does. It does. It's cute. We do have lights that come on Christmas, but these are year-round lights. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, my darling. Most of all, I mean, things happen everywhere, but most of all, I feel safe and we have fresh air now. Guys, you don't know. It's like 69 degrees or 68 degrees. It's heavenly. It is heavenly. It's like 20 degrees Celsius. Oh. Let's see. If you rush things, you automatically lost. Take your time, do it right the first time, and you will have a better outcome. Yes, I agree. You don't have to rush, force, and try to control. Um, you have to trust, as a man in this case, that you are an interesting person and you have something to offer. If you were trusting that you have something to offer, that a woman will gain something positive, reassuring being with you, and you have a life to offer. You have a place to bring her. You don't have to try to convince her. It's like, when people come to luxury stores and boutiques with all this kind of mysterious atmosphere, the sellers, they're not trying to be salesy. They are just acknowledging you enjoying all those dim lights and all those aromas that usually those stores have, and you walking around. And one of the worst thing that a salesperson can tell you is, can I help you with something? Did you notice when people ask you this, you immediately, almost 9 out of 10, you say, oh, my favorite doggy. Almost 9 out of 10, you say no, and you want the seller to go away immediately, because the seller have not created a report, and you don't want them to you want to take charge, you want to take a look, you don't want their assistance. I always tell when I would have certain trainings and consultations, I always, because some people, I help some people to open online stores, and sometimes when the person come to you, it's instead of saying, can I help you, can I do, you need to say, have you been here before? And the person will say yes or no, and then you can tell them what the store currently offers. So same thing with dating. There is no magic way to create fast rapport, fast connection. There is no magic way to do that. Oh, thank you. Somebody says, Robert King says, offer myself for you, sweetheart. Wow, thank you. Thank you for the kind offer. No, but thank you for the kind offer. All right. Okay. It's not 16 Fahrenheit. It's 20. It's probably 20 Celsius. All right. Let me read some more thoughtful. Rio de Janeiro, my dream, my dream. Hello, Rio de Janeiro. I am in United States of America. For those who is wondering. Hello, Colorado. Also, such a gorgeous, gorgeous place. Also, my dream. But Rio de Janeiro is more of my dream, of course. When I was growing up, we were watching, I have to admit, I was little, but I watched soap operas, and I remember that view over the Rio de Janeiro, and it would always take my breath away. I couldn't believe that people can live in such beauty. Just like, I would always have this Rio de Janeiro dream. Okay, let me see some thoughtful comments. I don't want to. So, and then I'm gonna talk about the really dangerous thing of love bombing and what sometimes it can lead to in a few minutes. Okay, we have some Bible verses. Thank you for that. Thank you, Sanayers. Thank you, Alex Patino from Texas. Hola. Women shouldn't give advices. Actually, it's not advices, it's advice. So I don't know about advices, but women definitely could give advice. Привет, Алиночка, привет. So now, one of the most dangerous things, uh, one of the most dangerous things actually is when the person, in this case a man, it could be a woman too in more rare cases, but it could be a woman too. Women like Lauren Sanchez, for example, women who are sharks. They look like women, but they are sharks. So women who have extreme goals, but in this case, I want to focus on men tonight. So when I just said, okay, I don't wanna deal with, maybe it's not teenagers, but somebody. Okay, we're gonna move. You know, it's so funny to me. Sometimes I think I'm gonna sit in my car. I don't like when people scream. You know, some people have no culture. It's just so sad, so sad. I'm not really scared of them, but they're not dangerous. It's just a bunch of kids. Just a bunch of kids. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. So yes, all right, let's talk about, you know what, I'm just gonna go on another side. I don't want to be in my car. I need fresh air. So one of the things where it's truly is dangerous when the person, the man in this case, have a whole plan. He wants to do things. He knows what he wants from a woman. Maybe it's intimacy. Maybe the woman is famous and he wants some clout, some recognition. So there is an ulterior motive to be with a person, to impress her in some way, to get her attention in some way. It's usually a very dishonest, malicious intent. Sometimes it's just a narcissist game. When they make you fall in love, they show you all those things you dream about in a very short time, and you get hooked to validation, to the good treatment, to the surprises, to the whatever else. And then they only do this either to get intimacy, to get in your trust, to get some kind of resource. They only do that to manipulate you in some kind of way. That's all. It's only done to manipulate you and take whatever resource you got. Again, it could be even getting you pregnant, you know, getting a woman pregnant. It could be there was this very loud scandal. I know a lot of you may not know, but there is this influencer. She's a Gen Z influencer, so I can't listen to that. It's too, I can't relate to it. But her name is Wizard Liz. She got swayed by a guy. She got swindled by a guy who knew exactly what she was. Listened to all her trauma videos, made a list, found her in the airplane. He knew exactly where she was going. He love bombed her with money. He sent her thousands of dollars, and she thought it was love, although it was so fast. But not only he cheated, I think he wanted to get the fame, maybe. Also he sent her a lot of money, but he wanted to take from her for sure. He wanted to get resources from her because, you know, she's highly popular. She has, you know, millions and millions of subscribers, which is fame, money. And so he had a plan, and I think she was so swept from her feet with this guy that she got carried away. She got completely carried away, and hello, hi. She got completely carried away and didn't even notice the guy isn't even straight. I'm sorry, but that guy that she was dating, he's. I'm gonna go inside because I don't like this noise. I'm sorry, guys. Just give me 1 minute. I cannot stand the random noise. That guy that she thought was the love of her life, she wasn't even straight. He is not even like he's not even he's very effeminate. Wait, I'm sorry guys for this, but I just wait. Sorry. Ой, ой-ой-ой. Убегает зайчик мой. Thank you guys. I feel like I want to be inside. So yes, that was just she got carried away because this guy she became too. She should have kept more privacy about her life, ladies. This is why when you come to the dates, when you meet people, don't tell them all of your trauma. Welcome everybody and thank you. I'm gonna relax a little bit. Ladies, when you meet men, don't tell them your entire life story, your entire trauma story, your entire childhood story, your father abandonment story. Don't tell this. There are men who want to use knowledge about you with a very malicious intent. They will actually write all of this down, make notes, and appeal to every trauma in your body, in your soul, only to take advantage of you and love bomb you. You will feel so seen. You will feel alive. You will feel alive. You will feel a little bit of concern. You probably will feel a little bit of concern because even though this person is filling all the gaps, but there is a concern, and concern is that it's happening too fast. Too fast. Usually we know the person as we get to know somebody. They slowly start to feel our needs and we uplift each other and connect. But in this case, a person is doing everything you dream about, but they are doing it in a they seem to mind read. So ladies, there is certain beauty in privacy. There is certain beauty when you keep things to yourself. Even if you had fathers that abandoned you or divorced, just keep it to yourself. You don't want to share your very vulnerable information about your family. You have to be very careful. A lot of people, when I do lives, ask me about my life, and I think this is something that I will probably share when the channel grows more and we have some people joining Patreon, joining Coffee, joining like some groups. We can share into depths about our lives and people. I'm very protective about my family and people that I love, and people who are narcissistic and malicious, they are looking for the weakness, they are looking for the vulnerability so they can make a big portrait, and then again they will appeal to you every trauma. They will appeal to you every trauma. They will be like a dream come true. So yeah, in a case with this girl, Wizard Liz, I think she will be actually a better help now when she realizes that you can't just look on the surface. You need to look much deeper. She completely overlooked this guy. That guy looked like he had an energy of a little brother That's when I watched that video with Wizardless, and also um um let's see, yeah, there was no chemistry. There was no chemistry. So that man doesn't even like, he never even liked you. He did the things, he knew what she valued, and he did all of those things in a very short amount of time. Okay, I'm gonna address a super annoying comment, and I want to show you what also, how narcissism also look like. Improbable. How long you have been on my channel? Why does my makeup bothers you? Do you want me to send you some? Do you want to eat some so you will become prettier inside? This is a kind of backhanded compliment. Thank you for the example. Your eyes are beautiful as they are. Why add makeup? Your face is probably not as bad. Why do you have a yellow circle inside of your face? I add what I want because I want to. That's because I can. That is my answer. This is something actually, sorry, but you wrote it, that narcissists will do. They will make you a compliment and then it will be backhanded. They would say, oh, you know, that's unusual features for your nationality, you know, or this is, you're beautiful, don't use makeup. You, what do you have about it? Make sure you don't use whatever you don't want to use. So it's kind of like, you're beautiful, but why do you do this? Just so you ask. That's why I do it. Just so you ask. Thank you guys. But actually, I'm actually very glad that you commented, because I've seen your very nasty comments that are sort of like nice nasty, and this is very feminine. If you watching a woman, you do not like how she presents herself, you click off and go listen to your grandma, to your mom, to somebody else online. You don't try to tell a woman how to do her makeup, how to comb your hair, or do something else. You go and take care of yourself. This is what narcissists usually do. They wish they could know you better. They maybe would be a friend. They pretend to be a friend, but they will always give you backhanded compliments. And so what happened when a man is love bombing you? As a woman, at first he's going to love how you look. He's gonna say, oh, you look fabulous, you look amazing, like, I love your hair, I love your makeup, I love your lipstick. And then after a while he would say, oh wow, you look excessive, you look like a lady of the night or something like that. Then you will start doubting your own self with men like this. So a masculine man never give a backhanded compliment. If he is not like in this case, you know, we're doing a video, if he doesn't like a particular woman, he will click off. That's all he would do. Unless he's gay and he knows how to apply makeup better than I do, or unless he's a stylist, or unless somebody asks for his opinion. A man who is masculine, a man who's respectful, he would look at someone, and if they're not his type, they would just move on and look and watch some football, for example. But it gets a lot worse when you are with the man that at first love bombed you with all these compliments. He told you how special you are. He complimented you, and then on the very same things, he start to reverse his comments, and he start to give backhanded comments, and then he makes you feel, you start to really doubt. You're so used to his validation that after a while you start to really doubt yourself. You really start to feel worse than you ever did. Alinочка, yes, I know. Yes. Um, so don't be here. He says make zero sense. Beauty is this describes the beauty of the mind. Well, I don't see any beauty of your mind. I'm a woman and I can use makeup, I can use perfume, I can use hairspray, I can do whatever the fuck I want. And that is the beauty. So, and some people just want to have a spotlight, but they have yellow circle, so that's make it harder. I'm gonna use whatever the hell I want. I have probably thousands of videos on YouTube, and you know that because you somehow still like it, you know. It's good enough to keep you here on the stream, you know, good enough. Anyway, but this is Alinочка, yes, this was a perfect example of a man that is trying to make some comments. The only reason I respond, I usually don't respond to comments that I don't find particularly interesting or valuable. I also think it's very effeminate comment, you know. But just to show you that this is actually will happen. And you might meet a man when you're out. He will compliment you on your outfit, on your beautiful dress, and how glamorous you are. And then he will slowly start saying things where he would be like, yeah, you know, it's really too much makeup. Also, you only have your how you call it, you might have only your gloss and your mascara and your eyeliner, but he will be like, oh yeah, you look, you he will start putting those seeds of doubt that eventually it will start to mess with your self-esteem. So the very malicious intent of narcissistic men that start love bombing you is that they really have a goal, you know. They want something they want something from you that they feel otherwise they wouldn't get. So they have a strategy, a plan, and that is very dangerous when you meet a man that you think that is could be your destiny, but he has a plan and he knows. For example, in some cases man knows that unless you break a woman's self-esteem, she wouldn't be with you, she wouldn't date you. Like in this case with Liz, I don't know if you know her. I can't really watch her. She's cool, but I can't watch her. It's too Gen Z to me. I think she has a nice heart. I think she's a nice girl, and I think her videos would be a lot better now. But he did something to her. He played to all her trauma only to break her self-esteem, to get her addicted to his validation. But what surprises me is that she believed in this, because once again, when they sat next to each other, they have zero chemistry. Zero. He has more of energy of her little brother. Like he's kind of very feminine as well. I don't think that he's straight, I'll be honest with you. I don't think I think he's kind of on the spectrum over there. Don't forget to turn your... Oh, thank you guys for this. Somebody says I'm smarter than I look. Good for you. I think people who are trying to get something that they believe they cannot get otherwise will use manipulation technique. And you know, love bombing is really a dangerous thing because it leads you away from the true connection. It's kind of like fast food instead of dinner, you know, when need to grocery shop, you pick and choose, you come home, you cook, you put your love in it, you create, and then you serve it. Like, it's a process, it's a labor of love. When somebody's love bombing you, they have stuff ready to go. It's like a conveyor. It's pre-made. I don't know how else to say it. Is there is no chance of growth growing of real connection. And yeah, it's a substitute. It's definitely a substitute. And to be very honest with you, um a woman very often get carried away because all this attention, you feel seen, you feel that, you know, you feel special, you get in the princess treatment, you have things to put on Instagram, and it makes such contrast. A lot of women forget to look at the character of a man. They don't even know his character because so they feel so validated that they think that this is real. All right, let me read some of your comments. Don't worry about my door. Yeah, I think the loud people just left. I wish I was still outside. I love the air. It's so beautiful. I just want the whiskey. Get some. How old? 23? 24? Beauty is based on what you tell yourself. Beauty is based on how you feel yourself. Beauty is truly is based, beauty meaning the way the woman feel herself, that is very much predetermines of how others will see her. And beauty is very, very subjective. There are obviously things that, and people who are universally beautiful, but when a woman have really beautiful sense of self-worth, she she's most likely will never compromise, and she will present herself from that worthy person. She will feel her worth. She will actually feel uncomfortable when somebody will get too much with her. She will feel uncomfortable. She will feel that something is wrong. She will feel anxiety. For me personally, I feel kind of I have this feeling in my chest when somebody is overwhelming me. And it feels like, you know, when if you ever had a dog, you know how dog like to breathe in your face, you know, they breathe. And you know that feeling when they're on their neck? I call it breathing down somebody's neck. That's how it feels. I made videos talking about the difference between chasing and pursuing. So the dog chases. The man he pursues out of his confidence, out of his strength, and it feels very delicious to a woman because he builds trust, he allows time, but he's very consistent and he always have a plan. And he wants for things to build organically and beautifully. The man who is a chaser, he always feels insecure. He's like a, you know, like a dog with his tongue out, and it's a very weird feeling. I don't know what it is, but I've often experienced very intense men when I go, for example, on vacation, or oh my gosh, or somewhere else, and it's very ladies, listen to your levels of anxiety. If your levels of anxiety are rising, you are most likely with this type of man. Let me read. Let me read some of your comments. Alinashka says, I get the same makeup compliments all the time, always come from frustrated or narcissistic men. Yes, guys, stay away from these compliments. You don't like women's makeup, find the one without it. Just leave her alone, okay? It's not your area of concern. We are women, we're gonna do what we're gonna do because we are women and we're entitled, okay? Men are wearing dresses, so Cleopatra wore makeup because she wanted to. For me, I was born with my eyeliner, so relax. If you don't enjoy, if you don't like a woman, you don't like how she presents herself, you think it's over the top, it's not your taste, find the one you like. Um keep keep men comments to yourself and just listen to the ladies. Stay in the conversation, you'll have better success. Thank you, Alex. I don't know. No, everybody is welcome to comment. It's just you know, offend women. Well, I think it's very easy to know whether you're offending a woman. Just imagine this woman is your sister or your daughter. Would you like somebody to talk to your daughter or sister this way? I don't know if I have let's see. Thank you guys for the kind words. I'm having a beautiful night, yes. I hope you did too. I like your channels. You're straightforward. Yes, I am. Go back to your own country. I am actually in my own country, believe it or not. What about you? I was born believers that people can tell me what to do. Okay. All right. Okay, I don't know if I still have any of my mods. Could you guys drop some of my info, please? So yes, sadly, very many women take um love bombing as love, as actual love, as when men overwhelming you. Over, guys, don't over compliment a woman. It feels so uncomfortable. It feels like buttery butter. It doesn't make a woman feel special, actually. Mm-mm. When you make one comment or maybe random comment here and there, but it's spot on and it shows her um you can spot her something very special about her. Oi, somebody is trying to take my blood. uh you can make a beautiful comment. The very general compliments, they are not effective, especially if you repeat them all the time. It's only effective for a woman that was never called beautiful, that was never called attractive, that was never, a woman that is beautiful, she gets compliments all the time. You will really stand out if your comment will go right from your heart and you spot something that nobody else could see, that nobody else had noticed before, because when you are Mr. Obvious, you make her feel uncomfortable. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I don't repeat some weird question. Alinочка, thank you, my darling. Thank you, my darling. Where's our CCGB? She's probably asleep. She is probably asleep. Hi, Transylvania. No, I actually don't support LGBTQ alphabet. We are not. I mean, I'm not wishing bad on anybody, but I don't care about your problems. I'm sorry. How about we? Hey, Alinочка, you still here? Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Could you please drop my email if you have it not so far, and so people, just if you have any of my links. But it's okay if you don't. I can do it on after the video. Yes, so thank you for the kind words, lady boys. Guys, if you think that I am something special like this, I appreciate it. All I can tell you. For me, I take everything as a compliment. So good evening from Waikiki, Hawaii. Beautiful. I would love to see it someday. I don't know how I feel about flying for what it is, 20 hours. But anyway, I had a client who almost married a guy that she knew nothing about, but who made her feel so loved, so seen, had no demands, only to take a vacation with him and learn about his character and how he treated her when no one was around. So, ladies, sometimes your life can depend on this. Yes, there are caring men. Yes, there are men who are wonderful, who are actually that mesmerized by you, that would tell these compliments from their heart, that would take action, that would do anything to make your life more beautiful, that truly, genuinely admire you. But you have to remember to take it a little bit slowly. And men, if you're watching me, just understand, when you want something way, way too much, you kind of pushing it away. It's almost that you give this energy that you're not deserving. Take it with some poise, with slow down a little bit, give it a little bit of time so it brews. Like, I'm a huge tea fanatic, and I love give like 3-4 minutes for the tea to brew, because if you just put hot water, it's not ready yet. It needs to brew a little bit. There is a little bit magic going on, and for a man, it's very attractive, and it's such a delicious time when you get to know each other. And when a man pulls a woman slowly from his confidence, he is consistent, and it's kind of going with her rhythm, because every person has their own rhythm, has their own style, so to speak. So if something feels off, somebody feels too good or too much, it probably really is. It probably is. How they say, if something is too good to be true, it probably is. There is no reason to skip so many stages of dating, to simply rush for no reason, right? I'm gonna switch off my camera for just a moment, guys. I need to pick something up. When did you have a transition? I'm having it right now. You're gonna see my beard in a second. Guys, I'm taking this as a compliment, so thank you so much. I was born a very unusual and special person, and I know that. Most people that I've met told me that I had influenced their life. So even people I meet briefly, when I go have breakfast, when I go do something. I don't look at my phone. I'm always present. I'm always flirtatious. I have a lot of energy. I give a lot of love with my appearance, with my presence. So yeah, you just kind of wasting everyone's time. But if that makes you feel seen, if you feel better, I appreciate you being here, because you helping my channel growing as well. So that makes you any better, that makes you feel any better, if I say so myself. Start talking. Okay. Alinочка, thank you so much. You're my super mod today. Sometimes I look toward. Okay. Yeah, today it's Monday, tomorrow working week, and maybe not so many of my consistent listeners, but it's okay. I'm still growing the channel, so it's okay. Yes, I'm going to switch my camera for a moment. I'm gonna keep you guys in the dark. In the dark. Yes, I may not be able to do so many live videos as often, but I will always try to do a live on Thursday or Friday. But you know, we shall see. We shall see how things unfold. I want to put some music. I'm gonna be heading. 1 second. I am romantic tonight. French, parlez français. Nico, hello, welcome. Good to have you. I wish I would speak French. Such a romantic language. Nico, interesting comments. Love bombing is subjective. How many women are actually their real selves until you meet them? Good question, Nico. Women do that too, trust me. And some women are very strategic and very, very good with this. Alright, we are heading out. Okay, guys. I'm gonna take my camera out for a moment. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna have my camera off for about a few minutes. I remember someone told me, when it comes to anything, especially relationship, don't start anything you can finish. That's right. I know what you mean. Wow, 90 people are watching your beautiful eyes. Thank you. I can't argue with you, darling. Anybody speak French here? We are talking about love bombing. I can be dark, yes. Are you being romantic tonight? I'm always romantic. Yes, it's beautiful. It's like, I think it's like 90s, yes. Hello, New York City. Are you an actress? Every woman is an actress, darling. Every woman is an actress, whether she wants it or not. All right, guys. I'll be riding with me. I have to change my location. So if you want, we can ride together for a little bit. I might have to. Yes, I am. I am homeless. I'm collecting some cash, so make sure you donate to the channel. Make sure you donate. Darling, I love those too. Okay, we're gonna drive in darkness. Yes, I'm not a hardworking woman, not at all. Maybe I can drive with you guys. You need a Superman? Yes, I do need a Superman. Regular men don't work for me. You know what I mean. Regular people in general do not work for me. You know what? I'm gonna switch the screen because I'm gonna be getting I'm gonna switch the screen for just 2 minutes. The reason is I'm gonna be getting distracted and this is not good, you know. So if you really enjoy being on being here with me, then you can wait a couple minutes and listen to the music with me. You can write your comments. Soon I'm gonna start making regular lives with a horizontal screen so I can get people who kind of get their ducks in a row and interested in a conversation. But we are good. We are good for now. Yes. Thank you guys. Oi! Thank you guys for being with me. We're almost there. I'll stay for a little bit longer. Anybody speaks French here? Except for me in my dreams. You see how many weirdos we have with vertical streams, you know, you get all kinds of people popping, so wait, what did I just do? Man, I love summer nights, I have to say. There is something so special about summer nights. How many introverted people do I have in the stream? I'm so introverted. If that was up to me, I would come out at night. If this would be completely up to me, I would only come out at night. Like a cat. met a French male? Were you actually impressed? You can't judge the whole country, by a French male.